Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Powell and I am the Executive Director here at the LaPointe Krebs House and Museum, and I would like to welcome you to our YouTube video series. If you like what you see, hit the follow button, and down in the description there will be a link that will take you to our website where you can learn more about the home and the museum, and you can also make a donation so that we can keep bringing you these great videos. I hope you enjoy. Welcome back everyone. Last time we talked about the early history of the Gulf Coast and how one recruit, Simon de LaPointe, etched out a life for himself after obtaining a land grant from the French crown for his service in the settlement of this area. Now Simon de LaPointe passed away around 1747. Before he did, he sold some of his land to two of his son-in-laws. However, Hugo Krebs, a 33-year-old German immigrant and husband to Marie Josephine Simon de LaPointe, inherited the majority of his father-in-law's estate, including this property. Now Krebs was born in 1714 in the town of Nijmegen, Germany. He immigrated to the Gulf Coast around 1730 when he was either 16 or 17 years old. Around 1741, Krebs married Marie Josephine Simon de LaPointe, the eldest daughter of LaPointe and Marie Foucault. Before LaPointe's death in 1747, he sold some of his property to his two other sons-in-laws. But Hugo Krebs inherited the majority of his father-in-law's land holdings, including this current site. And this was due to him being the husband of LaPointe's eldest daughter. It would be Hugo Krebs that built the house that currently stands on this property. Although the house today is a large building with 8 rooms, a north and south gallery, and 2 cabinets or private rooms built onto those galleries, the original structure was quite modest. The 1757 home built by Hugo was only 2 rooms. Then, of course, as the family grew, so did the home. Hugo's family grew actually fairly quickly. Hugo and Marie were only married for 10 years, but in those 10 years, they had 7 children prior to her death in 1751. Hugo would remarry Marie Anne Chauvin in 1754 and had an additional 7 children. His 14 children would go on to have 42 children of their own. And so many descendants of Hugo Krebs lived in the town of Pascagoula at one point. They named the northern part of the city Krebsville. The middle portion of his life is really not well known. What we do know, however, is that Krebs was a resourceful and a skilled inventor. When Bernard Romans stayed for a time on the Krebs plantation, while in this area conducting research for a book he was writing, he noted the use of a machine that removed cotton from its seed. Romans asked if the machine could be demonstrated. Krebs was reluctant to show his invention to Romans, but did so anyway. This invention was the first ever cotton gin and was in use here on the Krebs plantation a full 2 decades before Eli Whitney obtained the patent. Krebs would die in New Orleans in 1776, shortly after completing his will. He listed his wealth in what today would be nearly $500,000. The real irony here is the circumstances of Hugo Krebs's life. He was a German immigrant who came to French colonial North America, married the daughter of a French Canadian, then died in Spanish-controlled New Orleans after writing his will in Spanish. The whole mixing of cultures from one person's life shows just how much of a melting pot this area truly is. Join us next time when we talk about the construction of the home that Hugo built and discover just how unique those methods were.